So I thought I'd do a wee video about guidelines for Scottish people if they want to come and visit or even if they want to move to Denmark. To be honest with you, I don't know one other Scottish person in Denmark, and I don't know really why anyone would move from Scotland to Denmark. I mean, if you like cycling on flat surfaces, that would be a good reason. They're good looking here. I guess a lot of people would like to get married to a Dane. That's not why I came, but that's another story. Okay, guidelines. Guideline number 1. When you come to someone's house, you knock on the door, you got to take off your shoes when you go in. It doesn't matter how clean your shoes are. It doesn't matter if your shoes have never seen mud and you've just polished them, you got to take them off. That's just how it is. Take deep breaths if you're not used to it. A good idea is to have nice looking socks. But I mean, people won't make any comment if you have a hole in your sock. Now, what they'll probably do is they'll offer you a pair of slippers or even a pair of woolly socks. Yeah, I know, it's a bit weird. A pair of woolly socks that someone else has probably worn or they've been wearing themselves. But don't worry, they won't be minging. I've never tried a pair of socks that have stunk or looked minging in any kind of way. So just put them on and get used to it and you'll enjoy it. And you know what? You can actually go without the socks because all the Danish houses, all the Danish flats, they're bloody boiling inside even in the winter time. I know, it's amazing. They actually make them properly. So you've got proper insulation, proper central heating, or they've got their warm pump going, their fire going. It's no problem. It's amazing. It's great. Guideline number 73. When you ask for a cup of tea or when you are given a cup of tea, remember to ask for milk. And if you want a cup of tea, you have to say black tea. Otherwise, it could be any old shite. You're probably going to get Pickwick or Lipton unless you know a lot of hippies. So the thing you can do in order for it not to taste totally shite is to put 2 or 3 tea bags in your cup. They might think you're a bit weird, but they'll forgive you because they love Scots. Guideline number 500. Don't gag if you get some Danish licorice. They have this licorice, it's salty and they're very proud of it. It also has salmiak in it, which is ammonium chloride. Don't even bother telling them that ammonium chloride is used in fertilizer. Just say, oh thanks, I'm okay, I've already had a packet of salty licorice before I came. Okay, rule number 5. This one's for football fans. No fighting. Don't do it. There's no fighting at the footballs here. You just go and watch football. You stuff your face, you drink some beer and you go home. You might have a bit of a laugh. You might even have a bit of a flirt. But there's no fighting. So don't do it. You'll just really regret it because you'll have no one supporting you. No one. You'll be all on your own. Guideline number 32. I would recommend that you practice your awestruck expression. This is what you use when they show you what they think is a good view in Denmark. You can also practice saying before you go on a kayak tour, it's going to be a great day. Even though the kayak tour will be on a coast with just a straight line. Guideline number 15. Don't invite anyone spontaneously, and especially not a party. No one will come. Guideline number 72. When you're doing the dishes, don't use a cloth. A cloth is only for wiping tables. You got to use a washing up brush. And if it's a wee bit hard, you can use one of those scouring sponges. But don't use a cloth. They'll think you're really weird and they'll probably do the dishes again for you. Rule number 7. Don't throw your rotten apples right outside your door, because when you go out later in the dark, you'll roll on them and fall on your back.